Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new series. That's going to be a relatively small series. You can tell by the title already. I haven't decided what the title is, but I do have an idea. It's going to be my favorite gods. So obviously I'm not going to do every single god because not all the gods are my favorite, but I will be doing, the top maybe 5 or so gods that are my favorite. Maybe 5. I don't know. Still debating on how many videos I want to do and, which ones are honestly my favorite gods. So we're going to start with Raw. And it's kind of weird. Normally, none of my videos are in Conquest, but we're going to do Conquest because I was trying to do another series, but it was just getting too long. But yes, Raw. Why is he my favorite, one of my favorite gods in Smite right now? Well, a good variety of reasons. One, what attracted me to Raw was he's easy. He's a very, very noob-friendly god. And then also works really well once you start getting the hang of him, and then once you start getting really good, like become like almost like an expert, like a pro at Raw. He's still fun. He's fun for when you're a noob until you're really good at the game and good at Raw. And what I mean by that is his snipe. Yes, his ulti. His ulti is such a small cooldown. Like, look at that cooldown timer. Yes, I have cooldown boost, but regard that, it's still a very short cooldown. And it does a tremendous amount of damage. Now, I used to play a bunch of Call of Duty back in the day when I was a little bit younger, and a lot of FPS games and whatnot, so I'm not bragging, but I'm pretty okay at, landing, snipes and whatnot. So with my history of, playing a lot of FPS games, I'm pretty decent at, landing basic attacks and snipes and whatnot. So it's so fun and rewarding when trying to land, when you actually land your snipe. Like so. It's once you get used to, predicting where the enemy's going to be at, and the power of Raw's ulti, you're gonna have so much fun sniping people with the Raw ulti and getting those those clutch gods, or the clutch kills that gods that are trying to run away. Everybody's like, oh, he got away, so low HP, and then you just charge up your laser beam and boom, you snipe them. Greatest feeling in the world. One of the reasons why I love playing Raw. Also, objective wise, kind of like why I'm in Conquest, you can snipe Gold Fury and steal it from a nice range, and it's such a good reward just feeling. I've done so many snipes with Raw, stealing objectives from in Siege the Silver Fury, which is now going to be called the Juggernaut. Fire Giant, I've stolen Fire Giants before. I've stole Gold Furies before. I've sniped finished Titans before. It's such a nice range. Yes, your CC Moon also has a nice bonus. So it's a nice range, nice damage, and it's just a really rewarding feeling to snipe people as Raw. Another little perk that I like about Raw, why he's also my favorite, one of my favorites, is he does such a good lane clear at early levels. Not as good as Quang early level. I think Quang's probably the best lane clear early, but he does really good at lane clearing once you get a few points into your 1 and whatnot. So he makes really good for solo lane. I love to play him in my solo lane. He's my top pick in solo lane. Arena does good at clearing, and he can clear faster than Quang about mid to late game. If you put all your points to your 1, he can clear faster. So that's also a good bonus. He can heal himself for a pretty good amount and also heal people, others. I kind of scrambled that up. He can heal, his teammates, and at the same time dealing damage to enemies. That's a really cool factor. Now, once you get lifesteal on Raw, you're healing for a really good amount with your 3, and at the same time doing moderate damage. Now, as you can see here right now, I'm also slowing them down so I can, line up shots. Obviously, this is bots. I mean, thrown out there, obviously, this is bots. But yeah, you can line up shots like your 1. Your 1 becomes easier to land once you slow them down. You can just kite them around with your passive. If you're not familiar with your passive, after using an ability, what the hell? After using an ability, you're getting a passive movement speed buff. So you can just kite people around. He's such a nice juker, and that's why I also love Raw. It's so easy to juke people because you get that nice passive, movement speed buff. So you can kite around people while in your 3, healing yourself up, getting that lifesteal, damaging them all at the same time, and buying time to your teammates can, come back to back you up. Yeah, it's just blinding people with this 2, really nice. It's just his passive is just so great. Other things, Other reason why other reasons why I don't know what's so funny about the other reason why I love Raw is just he does pretty good damage. As you see there, it's so nice to snipe people. It's a really rewarding feeling. I know I already said that. He's pretty simple god. I've also mentioned that before. I mean, there's not much else to say about him besides he's just a really great god and easy and fun to play from noob to you know, when you get professional at him. Really simple god. That's why I got him legendary. So that gives you all the reasons why I love and why Raw is one of my favorites. So I see you guys later. Peace.